Last night I had a dream. I was in the presence of the Lord, and He was revealing to me how humankind just take His word so lightly and they don't treasure His word. And last night I asked Him about the reconciliation that happened at the cross in the book of Colossian chapter 1. And I think it's His way of answering me through this dream. The meaning of it. He didn't tell me what it meant, but He was showing to me in my spirit. And I just immediately, right when I was in His presence, I understand. And what I could remember now when I woke up is that the love of God for me, when I understand His love for me, and I love Him in that way, that reconciliation happens. And that love has a greater purpose. And that's the glory that we glorify God when we love other people. It is the power unto the commission. And from that, because the image of God in us, the signs and the wonder follow. And that's when you see the power and the glory of God. And I remember there was other things that God revealed to me, but when I woke up, I wasn't able to remember those things. But I kind of comprehend what they are because there's other things that I've seen in visions that I'm not supposed to tell because it only brings more confusion. Unless you're in the presence of God, you'll understand it. And lately, I've been getting a lot of dream and vision doing this 40-day fast with brother and sister in Christ. But even before the fast, it seemed like the Lord prepared me for all this, because I remember one day, April 5th, is when all this began. I was just praying right after I read, and I didn't expect anything to happen. That's when this happened. The first time I felt like my spirit was leaving my body, and I never felt anything like it. So I looked to my body, and my body was still there. I wasn't sure, was I outside my body, inside my body, but it was I guess something I was allowed to see. But right when I was outside my body and I noticed it, I was right in the presence of the Lord. Almost like I would say it's like a rapture, but I think it was only in the spiritual realm because I saw my body was still there. So right away, within a second, I was in the presence of the Lord. And for some reason, He wanted me, I guess, to know and to understand more, because when I was in His presence, I felt complete and healing and revelation and understanding was right, like downloading into me, like really fast, in vision. So I not only hear, see, but understand. It was really fast. And it's almost like He's downloading the definition and understanding to the Bible. So when that happened, I wasn't sure, did it happen when I guess out of the vision or out of that moment. But right when I got out, I was reading before, so I came back and I started reading. And yes, it did happen, because a lot of things, the Bible does a lot of understanding I didn't understand before. Almost like He downloaded those information. And now when I read, it's like I can hear and I can see, just like in that vision. It's almost like God opened up a realm of heaven. And it's evidence that He did, because now I'm having more vision and dreams. And as I read, He's giving me a different faith to believe and to prophesy those things back to Him. And so He's been answering my prayer through those words that He had me prophesy back to Him. So that is all for now. But I'm excited what God will do next. Being in the presence of the Lord feels like it's more of a reality than being in this world, because my understanding was magnified, and how I see and hear, it just was a clear understanding. And I see it with my understanding. I hear it with my knowing. And the communication was through knowing and understanding. And it was so real. More real than this physical earth. It almost felt like that's where I belong, and not earth. Was in the presence of the Lord.